The Young and the Restless spoilers December 19, Thurdays.
Devin will be too clouded by his previous view of Amanda to accept that she's the victim here.
On Wednesday, he'll focus on using this dirt to his advantage, but he'll stuff the file in a drawer when Elena comes downstairs. It looks like Elena will notice Devin poking around, but she'll keep her mouth shut until after he leaves. That'll give Elena a chance to do some snooping as well. Now you'd think that a medical professional, who's undoubtedly seen the familiar signs of an abusive situation, would catch on. Unfortunately, Elena will only concentrate on Amanda's secrecy. She'll get back on the Amanda hate bandwagon, which will catch Nate Hastings off guard later. Let's hope Nate will be the voice of reason in all this. It sounds like Amanda's already been through enough as it is. This vicious ex of hers is bound to show up in Genoa City sooner or later, and it'll probably be Devin's fault if he keeps digging. In the meantime, Jack Abbott will take charge at Abbott. Kyle Abbott recently delivered an ultimatum, which convinced Jack to try being co-CEOs with his son. However, it doesn't sound like Jack will find it easy to share power. If Jack's taking charge, perhaps Kyle will feel like he's a co-CEO in name only. He may grow frustrated with his dad's lack of faith in him. Of course, this could also involve taking charge of a battle between Kyle and Theo Vanderway. If a disagreement breaks out, Jack may intervene and become the deciding vote. We can guess who he'd side with since he's all about making Theo feel welcome.
Finally, The Young and the Restless spoilers say Victor Newman will share something with Victoria Newman.
The show previously released info for the wrong date, even with the preemption adjustment. Thankfully, they seem to have corrected things now, so Wednesday should be when Victoria hears her father's confession. Victor seems pretty bored in retirement, and viewers are honestly a bit bored with Sofa Gramps, too. Maybe Victor will admit he's wrestling with what's next just like Billy Abbott is. Regardless, you can bet that Victoria will give Victor plenty of love and support. The Young and the Restless spoilers say some great scenes are coming up, so stay tuned. We'll give you updates as other Y&R news emerges. Billy will arrive home, and Victoria will thank him for the nice card, wine, and chocolate, which she enjoyed while he was out. She'll tell him that he's everything the perfect husband should be, yet those words won't make him happy. She'll go on about how much she loves him, and that she shows him every day how much. But to himself, Billy will be wishing that she'd tell him she'll love him no matter what. Clearly, Billy has a major self-esteem problem, and he doesn't feel like he has unconditional love from the people most important in his life, Victoria and his family. What he seems to want is someone who just likes him as is, which appears to be what he's getting from Amanda. He perceives that she accepts him for who he is, as just some guy, and not as Billy Abbott, who is supposed to be this or that. Meanwhile, on the new episode of Y&R on Monday, December 16, Devin Hamilton will get some new information on Amanda. He'll review the dossier provided by Victor Newman, and he'll speak on the phone with some investigator about Amanda's background. He'll note that there wasn't anything really earth-shattering on her so far, except that she was engaged, and that she filed a restraining order on the guy. He'll learn from the investigator that her fiancé's name was Ripley Turner, and that he filed a restraining order against her, too. Amanda closed her law office not long after those restraining orders were filed, and she was then contacted by someone claiming to be Chancellor, then ended up in Genoa City. Later, at the Grand Phoenix, Devin will consider doing a search for Ripley Turner's name. Shortly thereafter, Amanda will be sitting at the bar at Society when her phone rings. She'll answer, but there will be no one on the other end, and she'll look around the restaurant, clearly worried that someone may be watching her. Next on Y&R, at Abbott, Summer Newman and Kyle Abbott will be hard at work at Abbott. It will be late, and they'll be punchy but getting along well and clearly enjoying each other. Summer will joke that Kyle needs to go home and get some real food from his chef wife, and she'll take Kyle's phone and video call Lola Abbott. Lola will be at Society spending time with Theo Vanderway and learning all about the work he's doing for Abbott.